everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Buccaneers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Cardinals going up against the Buccaneers.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Doug Martin, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
8 yards to go here on second down.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
In motion comes the tight end left. Again, it's Martin. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, Martin. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
And they do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Noah Spence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Carr. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. From midfield, here's Carr. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. 23 yards on the play.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now Carr steps away to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They give to Johnson going right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. A toss play. This is Martin. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On 3rd down, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy, hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free. Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On third and long, it's Carr. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, Winston. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Winston from the gun on third down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That's taken on the 25. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 38-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to hustle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to air it out deep for Green. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Carr now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The offense on third down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Let's go now.
They start the drive with Martin. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Ready. Blue ready. Watch that. Watch that. Flip. He's trash. Easy. Check it. Let's go.
Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Carr throwing on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll hand it off now, Johnson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
To throw on third down. Carr. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
6-18.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. Gets around him. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we see Bryant yet to pop up. Still down following that play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. This is Johnson. He's got it. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Into the red zone, it's Carr. On the right side, caught by Green. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr dancing to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A first down throw for Winston. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Complete. He finds Bray. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Martin. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. A play fake to Sims. Now Winston. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Quick update from Levi's Stadium. As of now, it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will lose lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Cardinals on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. Oh, now he bowls him over. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Winston with a give to Martin. And some room to roam now. Space to run past the 20. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Let's go now. Blue lady. Hey, got four. Got four down. Four down. Flip. Back. Shit. Flip. Shit.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. cjaythegreat. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw his car. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Johnson running right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied. See if they can get the ball back for the offense. Carr to throw on 2nd down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. He got 29 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They come out here in the eye. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Bucs now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 2nd down now after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. And Boyd has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Back to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Short gain last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They go to Johnson again. They find some open field here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Arizona, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.